A book inside a writer is like a fetus inside a womb. Lonely Planets is a Netflix original starring Laura Dern, Liam Hemsworth, as well as Diana Silvers, and it takes place in Morocco, where basically Laura Dern and Liam Hemsworth end up hooking up because they are in fractured relationships of some variety. I'm sorry, did I spoil that? Well, really, if you look at the description, and if you look at the poster, if you can't figure out where this movie is going, get the fuck out of the house. Go touch some ass or some grass or sell ass for grass. I don't actually know how that term goes. Yeah, there isn't really a lot to spoil in this, but let's talk about who directed and wrote this. It was Susanna Grant. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. She used to do better films, and now she's doing A Planet That Is Lonely. Toss. Pocahontas, Aaron Brockovich, Ever After, and The Fifth Wave. Okay, so maybe The Fifth Wave shouldn't belong in that. She's done other stuff. Laura Dern. I like Laura Dern. Like Laura Dern since Jurassic Park. Liam Hemsworth. He's also a Hemsworth brother, kind of like the Baldwin brothers. He's more like Danny Baldwin. He's not like Alec because he hasn't shot anybody that we're aware of. And Diana Silvers, by the way, was at least adequate in The Killer. She was adequate in Mom, though Octavia Spencer was pretty much just absolutely just rip-roaringly taking over that whole film. So yeah, in Morocco, where we lay our scene, you have Catherine, who's a writer, played by Laura Dern. She is dealing with a divorce. She's got to find a new place to live when she gets back. But she went to Morocco to write her book and needs to find a quiet place. I think this would have actually been better if it had been a spin-off of A Quiet Place. Lonely Planet. It could have been quiet, boring characters. Look, I don't expect much from rom-coms or romantic dramas or whatever the fuck you want to classify this goddamn bland bowl of oatmeal as, but it was not good. I mean, I like Laura Dern. I can put up with Liam, and Diana Silvers, I think, is a pretty capable actress. The movie's inoffensive, but it also takes forever to get to its point, which is obvious from the beginning what its point is going to be, and it just rushes a bunch of stuff in the last 20 minutes. It's actually almost impressive how this movie manages to not go anywhere, yet simultaneously try to speed headfirst into a goddamn wall like Dale Earnhardt Sr. That's going well. Let's just move on from that. So, Lily is also a writer, and she is happy to be on this vacation. And Liam's Owen is making business deals. There's this business deal where basically he is trying to help this one guy selling his company to stay on and everything, but things are getting thrown in. And he falls for Laura Dern. Again, gaining an opportunity with Laura Dern, not the worst thing in the goddamn world. But the movie doesn't earn its cougar pursuing thing or its cougaring theme or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just kind of limps along, and then we get some cougaring, and then we get like a rushed ending. Yeah, it's not very good. It's on Netflix if you want to check it out. Getting into spoilers, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. So, basically, it turns out that Lily is actually cheating on Owen at some point, and there's implications that some, at least, verbal cheating is going on with Owen and Catherine. Again, nothing against Diana, but hard to resist Laura Dern. But, yeah, Owen's on constant business calls, ends up, talking to Catherine, ends up, spending some time with her after he gets over food poisoning while Lily goes off, and eventually it's revealed that she's cheating. Her whole thing of trying to find a quiet place to work ends up not really going much of anywhere. Once Owen and Lily kind of have a full-on argument, he sees a picture from somebody, a picture of her, and in naughty pose, needing to see her like that again. And look, couples grow apart, that's fine, that is what it is, but that was just kind of thrown out of nowhere. Also, the whole relationship between Catherine and Owen didn't get out to the best start because she kind of called him kid, which, to be fair, with the age difference, does sort of make sense. And, yeah, so they, basically, they go off, they being not Diana Silver, that she actually totally disappears out of the goddamn scene. And Owen and Catherine end up spending some time together. They spend some time in a hotel. They do some of the nasty, as it were. She finds inspiration to write her book. They're sitting on the beach. Some thief because they needed a little plot point, steals her laptop, or steals the bag that has her laptop and stuff. And apparently her wallet, but not her passport. I guess she locked her passport in the hotel safe, which makes sense. So she decides in a panic she's going to go back. She kind of ends up blowing him off when he was just really trying to be understanding. And now she is suddenly, back discussing her deal, writing her book and everything. He discussed something a little bit earlier on the beach called the swing route. When you just, throw something out there when you're just trying to basically get over, you're just trying to get over, or trying to do something that's not going your way. You can do a swing route. It's not a Hail Mary. If you're more football oriented, you know what I'm talking about. I've watched a little bit of football lately, but I haven't kept up on it in a while because I just don't care to. So she sees him in a bar or a restaurant. He just says hi to her and says, that's all I want to say. And then on the street, he's waiting for a taxi with his friends. She apologizes. They end up kissing. That's it. There's your fucking goddamn movie. Look, I like Laura Dern, as I said, and there were components here that could have worked. It's inoffensive, but it's also boring. Very, very boring. It gets an F. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter, Letterboxd, and Blue Sky handles in the description. I'm John Ritland. I'll see you soon.